Third time's a charm. Hello, my name is Kat Burns. I make music under the name KASHKA, and today is part 3 of my How to Make an Album series. And if you missed part 1 and 2, you can watch them in the cards, or the link will be down in the description box. This is the third time I've tried to film this video. It's so funny. I don't know if it ever happens to anyone else, but sometimes when I watch a video back and I think, oh god, I seem so bored and not excited. And I thought, this is exciting. I'm totally excited, so I'm gonna do it again so you feel how excited I am. So as you know, I recently released a new album, and that sparked this sort of series on how to make an album from recording to the very finish of promotion, publication, all that stuff. And often people ask me, like, how do I get in magazines? How do I get reviewed? How do I get in blogs? So that's what today is all about. We're going to talk about publicity, PR, radio promotion, and all that fun stuff. So sounds interesting? Keep watching. So you've recorded your album and you've set up your distribution, you've picked your release date, and you're just ready to go. But wait, don't go yet. Instead, just wait a minute. Wait 1 to 2 months and get this some good publicity. And this is how you do it. You can, depending on your budget, hire a publicist, which will help you do PR and get access to people that they have built relationships with to write about the music if it fits into what they like, and to encourage the spread of your music. Let's talk about PR for a second. So with hiring a publicist, it's expensive, so make sure, first of all, that you have the budget for it. This is not cheap. You can find people that are just starting out that might be a little bit more affordable, so if your budget is small, work small. The more time you have, as lead time, as they say, is better. It gives people a chance to check out the music, listen to it, write it, review it, without being rushed to get it done in a week for your release. And it also lets you have a good timeline of a push as your stuff's coming out. You don't want to have things all lined up so that nothing happens until 6 months later and you're like, oh shoot, would have been good to have that Boston newspaper write about me when I was in Boston, not like 4 months after I left Boston. I find it's best to get a referral from someone, ask around if anyone's worked with people that they really liked, phone some places and email them if they are interested in taking you on. You want to make sure you're working with someone that likes the music you're making, very important, and that has time to promote and work with you. You want to make sure it's worth your time and money, because it's a little bit of work to prep everything for the release. When you're hiring a publicist, very important to be realistic. Think of your clout and your discography and stuff like that. If this is your first release, you're not going to be able to hit like Rolling Stone and all these things, but you might be able to get more access to local publications, local blogs, and things in your niche. If you're a mid-level artist or you have a number of releases before that people can listen to, they may trust you more that you're putting out something that they're interested in, that they've listened to before, and then you can kind of build your relationship from there. And your PR person might have an easier time landing you the big Pitchfork style thing, if anyone reads Pitchfork anymore. I don't know. If you're looking to do a more DIY approach, you can definitely use things like Submit Hub to send your own stuff to blogs and YouTube channels and Spotify playlisters. And Submit Hub lets you do it, basically you pay per submission. There is not a high acceptance rate on Submit Hub, so definitely you need some thick skin. There's going to be feedback, and not all of it is what you're going to want to hear. Often it just doesn't match, or they just don't have time to promote your thing, whatever it is. You can send them a music video or single or their whole album. But please take a look at what they actually cover. Don't waste your time and your money sending all your rock tracks to a hip-hop blog. They're just going to be like, dude, I don't want this. Make sure that the places you're submitting enjoy music like yours so that you're not wasting anybody's time. Another avenue I explore every single time I make a release, and it's very popular here in Canada and in North America in general, is community and campus radio. Every city plus a lot of smaller towns have a community and campus radio linked to the university. These are publicly funded by listeners, listener funded and donations. They're not commercial radio, and they have great programming and so much music and a lot of energetic people looking for new music to put in their show. So this is a great avenue to show your new music off. And you can get lists and directories of all the music directors across the country just by visiting their website or heading to a national charting website, and you can look in there. If people are playing you on community radio, you're going to make national charts, and this is great. Helps you sell records or streams. And if you're interested in commercial radio, you're hitting that top 40 kind of style, there's people that specialize in that, and I would strongly suggest hiring someone. Commercial radio is not somewhere you can really just kind of connect and get them to play your stuff. Doesn't really work like that. It's a bit more, there's a little bit of bureaucracy behind it, because commercial radio is meant to sell commercials, so they need music that sounds a little bit like the music they already play. But if you fit in that pocket, totally explore that option too. And of course, I encourage you to build relationships with people in your community. If you know the local paper or anyone writing blogs in your town, talk to them, let them know you like what they're doing, that they might like what you're doing. Be humble, be genuine. Don't have any expectations that they owe you anything. They don't. And just be yourself and see if they're interested in checking out what you're doing. That's a really great way of building relationships slowly, and as you release more music, those relationships will strengthen. And if there's anything that's important in the music industry, and probably every industry, is that it's all about relationships. Relationships and personal interaction trumps all things you can do. And if you don't have a good reputation as a nice person that is willing to work with others and also respect others and make interesting things, it doesn't matter how much PR you have. If someone has a bad vibe about you and you've been a cocky you-know-what in the past, they're not going to write about you even if it's awesome. So just be a decent human being. It's very simple, but very important. Word of mouth is super important, so use your audience that you already have. Talk about your next release at your shows. Use your email list, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Spotify if you can. I don't think you can, but use all of those. Do a Bandcamp pre-order. There's tons of ways of letting people know that already like your music that you have new music coming out, and people want to support what they already like. I love when an artist I love has new music. As soon as I get the notification, I go buy it. And yes, I do stream, but I also usually buy it on Bandcamp. So word of mouth helps, and your audience will share it with their friends if they love it. So be excited. It's an exciting time. You're putting out new music. And if you're excited, other people will be excited. And just make sure you're making quality stuff so that it's something to be excited about. If there's anything I missed or I didn't cover something that you think is really important, let me know down below. I always check the comments and try and have a discussion down there. And sometimes I miss things. I'm just kind of rambling and then later realize. You can find out more about myself at kashkamusic.com. I just released a new album called Relax, and I'd love if you checked it out. You can find it everywhere you listen to music, stream music, download music, or experience music. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay cool. Cooler than me. And share this video if it helps you, because sharing is caring. Bye!